This is Danielle Palmer, and I'm your holistic esthetician. Tonight we are going to talk about nighttime rituals. So feeding your skin before bed is the best thing you can do for it, because as we age, our metabolism and all of our functions slow down. But when we sleep is when we repair. So nighttime is the best time. So I've already cleansed because I kind of make a mess. Water gets everywhere. So I've cleansed, and I actually did the paper towel trick. So to be honest, I don't always cleanse at night. Not every time. I use the oil, and that's kind of fun. And I use the milk cleanser, and that's really easy to get off. But I don't wear makeup, and sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I'll just splash the water on and do the paper towel. So what that does is actually gets the day off of your skin. And after we cleanse, sometimes like I said, everything slows down. So we don't exfoliate as much. And sometimes like a little piece of skin will be hanging off, or a little bit of soap is on your face, and then it dries and there's little minerals there. And what happens is that the skin can grow over it. And that is what causes the milia, those little white bumps. So to avoid milia, the paper towel trick is like the number one thing. And rinsing really well in the shower. I see a lot of milia here and around the nose and right here in the chin. So if you just think about splashing water on your face where it would pool dry, that is where you may get milia. And then if you cannot just put your face in the shower without squeezing your eyes tightly, if you can loosen them and let the water drip, the water come on there, that's great. If you can't, some people just can't, then at least cup your hands and really rinse everything from the shower off your face before you leave. Okay, so then toning. So I wanted to show you guys this. This is what I use at the salon, and I can send you a link if you want to them on Amazon. So what they are non-woven 2x2s, and they will save your toner because skincare products are expensive. So it is just a sheet, and it has a little tiny bit of texture, even less than a paper towel. So most of the time I just use the spray, but when I use the liquid, I'd rather use the 2x2s than the cotton, because the cotton will absorb a lot of product. So up. What you can use for toner is, it smells so good, is natural witch hazel. So I think it's Thompson's is the natural one. You can look it up. Or you can ask me. All right, so I don't have anything on here, but you will see a lot of times that you will bring up a little bit of dirt, maybe a little bit of makeup, just things that didn't quite come off with that surface cleanser. And I just want to mention that now we're going to talk about serums. So this is your face when we're talking serums, like the whole décolleté and the sides. Everybody gets a wrinkle right here, so that is what you want to concentrate on. All right, so whatever serums you use, as long as they're not bad for you, you can look things up on Yucca. I have my absolute favorites. So I have actually a ridiculous amount of serums. I only brought the ones that I can't walk by. Okay, so I mean that like they call to me from my dresser. So this is a neck cream. So I would recommend that you look into a neck cream if this is starting to bother you. And it's like the first thing that goes, right? All right, so this is just specifically made for this area, so I'm going to stop it there. So the rule of thumb is thinnest to thickest, all right? And moisturizers always last, but I'll talk about that. So at night, I use the vitamin C. I really like this vitamin C, and a good vitamin C. So I'm going to do my neck and my décolleté. Okay. And my face. So a good vitamin C is hard to find because vitamin C is one of those ingredients that it's really small, so if you put it in something that won't stay in the epidermis, it'll go right through to your bloodstream, and then you're putting on really expensive vitamin C supplement. And then if it's in something too heavy, it sits on top of the epidermis and doesn't go in. So, all right. So, eye cream. If you're over 25, you should use eye cream. Just saying, that's the rule of thumb. So, someone asked me how long products will last, and in a cool, dry place, products in a pump like these, they'll last a while. You don't want to put them in the, you don't want to put them somewhere hot, and you don't want to put them in direct sunlight. But the good products will have no way for air or sunlight to get into them. So this one, it's in a vacuum pump, and it just pumps up to the top. This one has a pump inside, but once we open the top and let air in, we have to kind of use it right away. So that's vitamin C. You don't really want to get air or light to it. All right, so our ring fingers are our weakest fingers. So I'll put it all the way under. You can go all the way up to the top. Under, all the way, and then your eye area is, you want to do the sides. And then on the top, as long as you can feel the brow bone, you're okay. I mentioned before that your eyelid is as thin as your palm is thick, generally. So we don't need to put anything on the eyelid itself. Putting it on the brow bone, the ocular area is warm, and the skincare will go in the skin down into the eye area where you need it. All right? Okay, now, moisturizer. So moisturizer is the barrier between you and the world. I like the serums, so I've always thought moisturizer is like pushing it on. But some of us really, really need it. But at nighttime, if you don't have forced hot air, like in this change of seasons here, the spring, the summer, and then the beginning of the fall, if you don't feel dry and you just put your serums on, that's okay. If you feel dry, then you need a little bit more. Okay, so this is an example of something that this won't stay good forever because I'm going to stick my finger in it. And even though my fingers are clean, eventually it will, breed bacteria. But I don't have it long enough. It's like whipped butter. It's like putting whipped butter on my face. I love it. So moisturizer during the day is pretty important because it's a barrier between you and the world. If you ever put your finger on your windshield, I mean, it's not quite that bad, but that's what we're walking through. All right. So this isn't a chore at all. So I'm really happy that I found it. So I don't put my moisturizer. The moisturizer is next to my bed. I don't put it on when I'm in the bathroom. I brush my teeth, and I'm not a person who spends a long time in front of the mirror. So for you to get your ritual, it doesn't have to be standing in front of the mirror. It could be whatever your ritual is. So I have to recommend a serum. I mean, we're doing anti-aging here, and that's where the anti-aging is, really, in the serum. Serum, eye cream, a neck cream if you think you need it. But you don't have to do it even all at once. You can just incorporate it into what you do at night. I actually, like I said, I walk by my dresser and I'll do one, and I'll do something else, and then I'll walk by my dresser and I'll do the other one. Put the moisturizer on in bed. So know thyself. I mean, we're to a point in our life that we should really accept ourselves. If you want to be that person that stands in the mirror, if that makes you happy, that's great. But if you think you should, if you think that's what good skincare is about, it's absolutely not. Good skincare is about feeding your skin every day and just, doing the best you can. All right? So let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you tomorrow. Love ya. Bye.